take JavaScript a little bit back to basics. I don't know if anyone's seen this quote. It's by Brendan Eich. Basically, he worked for Netscape in 1995. The internet was new. Client-side scripting was like this cool thing that we thought about doing. And he was trying to cram JavaScript into a release of Netscape. You had basically 10 days to make something. And because Java was like the new hotness of 1995, it had to look like Java, right? What we ended up with is something like JavaScript to Java is a bit like ham is to hamster. It is not the same thing at all. But you know, we call it JavaScript because JavaScript's cool and blah, blah, blah. Some people say that he was a bit high at the time. Obviously, we all think that JavaScript's really awesome. There's a whole book about all the good things in JavaScript. I'm assuming that half the room at least have read it. The other half probably should. So if you stick to what's in this book, and everybody that you work with stick to what's in that book, and you're all treating JavaScript nicely, you might not have come across any of the things I'm going to be talking about. But if you're like me, and you get to see a lot of legacy code, and you get to sort of work with people who make mistakes, then you probably will see some of the things that I'm going to talk about. So, basic software development, right? This is all we do all day, every day. We check some conditions, and then we do something based on whether or not that condition is met or not met, right? Basically, all software boils down to that. And so it's really important, whether that thing is true or not. It's really important to know how the things inside those parentheses evaluate. Or, no parentheses if you're working in another language. But you've got to work out what's true. And so JavaScript's got, a couple of interesting things that evaluates to true. So obviously, Boolean, a true Boolean is true. All right, the string false is also true. An empty array is also true. And any number is also true. All right, this is basically JavaScript's loosely typed. And that means that what sort of thing a variable is, like if it's a string or a number or whatever it is, that's only determined once you start using it. All right, so it's just like this vague concept, and then